What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to make money with crypto and retire early. So some of you guys may be skeptical about crypto. Some of you guys might be thinking that it's controlled by the government, or it's not real. Whatever your opinion of it is, I'm asking you to be open-minded. I'm asking you to hear me out, and I'm not asking you to take my word for it, but just give an ear. So crypto has been around for about 15 years now. I think 2008 is really when it started, like Bitcoin really started to get going, right? And then 2017, like a decade later, that's when we had our first bull run, right, with Ethereum, Bitcoin mainly as the dominant leaders in that. And then we had Solana emerge later on, Polkadot, Chainlink, right? These different altcoins, right? So if you want to make some serious money in the next year, I would urge you to stick around, right? Just going back in my own life 2 years ago, right? I invested about $1,000 every single month into Ethereum, Solana, Optimism, Polkadot, right? Now my portfolio is pretty much at six figures, right? So we haven't really even begun the 2025 bull run yet, right? It's still like this Q4 is kind of like the initiating phase of the full-on bull run that isn't going to really take place till Q1 2025, right? So prices are still they're getting kind of up there now. So I mean, it's never too late, right? I never want to say it's too late for someone to get in, but I will say that it would have been in your best interest to get in, late 2022, early 2023, and then you would have really started to see your returns multiply over the past 6 to 12 months. So, but here's the thing, right? So I'll just give you the rundown of my portfolio and what I plan to do, and then you guys can kind of make your own decisions and plan your finances in your life around what I am going to do, because like I said, I truly believe in crypto. I believe in your money being free, your money being tied to you, right, not being controlled by the government. And I think we're in a time now where a lot of people are going to become free of the 9-to-5 wage slavery system. So stick around as I enjoy my nice walk here. Hey guys, how you doing? Good. So yeah, anyways, I have about going on like 100,000 right now. I have about $40,000 invested, and what I plan to do in 2025, right, Q4 is, well, I might start dollar costing out in June, right? But my goal by the end of 2025 is to have about between $100,000 and $150,000 net cash, right? And what I plan to do with that cash is I plan to throw it into my high interest account, right? My high interest savings. I'm still gonna work my job, right? I've been contemplating about leaving, right? If whatever money I take, I've contemplated leaving. But I urge you guys, if you make a lot of money, right, unless you're like damn near like making like if you've made like 500,000 plus, okay, maybe quit your job, right? But 100,000, it's like it's kind of like it's enough if you're really on edge and you feel like you can make that money, right? If you can make money to support yourself, but it's not really enough to retire yourself fully, right? Obviously you can maybe be free for 6 months to a year from work, but after that you got to start to find ways to make money. So I don't plan on leaving my job after this bull run. As depressing as that has sounded in my mind, I've looked at it as my job is there to cover my expenses, right? And fortunately, I have, I make enough money to be able to put a little bit extra. It's not a lot. I'm able to save about $1,000 a month, right? Which is not a lot, right? But here's the plan, right? So, the next bull run is supposed to be coming in 2029, right? So every 4 years we go through the cycle, right? And 2029 is supposed to be the next bull run. So my plan, what I plan to do is I plan to put my 100,000 or whatever, 150 into an interest account, high interest savings account, right? So at least my money's moving slightly, right? And it's not going down, right? And then around 2027, 2028 is when I'm gonna start to get back in, right? I'm gonna start buying up more Ethereum, more Solana, more Polkadot, more Chainlink, and more XRP, more XLM. And really, I think hopefully by 2030, you know, if things go well, I should be looking at close to $1 million, if not more, right? So, and then at that point, you know, if you know, here's the thing, right? You can do a lot with $100,000, right? But I think you can do way more with $1 million, right? So if you have $1 million, right? You know, let's say I have $1 million in 2030, 2031, 2032, whatever. If I put a 20% down payment on a $300,000 property or whatever, right? I'm looking at what's 20% of 400,000? That is, how much is that? Is that 50? I think that's 50,000. No, what is it? Is it 80? I don't know, but whatever number that is, that down payment, right? Whatever rental property I decide to get, I can at least get by like 2 to 3, right? With that $1 million, right? Right off the rip, right? I can start buying property, right? And then, you know, obviously from that, you know, cash flow that I have, then it's like, okay, now I can probably leave my job, right? But what you don't want to do is just quit your job and then not have any income. You guys always, like, here's the thing, right? A lot of people quit their jobs when they make $1 million or they win the lottery, right? Or, you know, they get some big win in their career or their business. And you always want to make sure your living expenses are covered. So, you know, if you make a lot of money this bull run, I don't recommend you quit your job unless obviously something better comes up. But here's the thing, right? You want to make sure that you are in position to win, right? So my goal over the next 5 years is to obviously attain more crypto, right? At least, you know, close to $1 million, buy a couple of properties, and then, you know, with that cash flow, cover my living expenses from the properties, and then obviously continue to do that, right? As the years progress, that's how you build wealth. That's how you get cash flow, you know, really good cash flow, and you can, you know, obviously not have to work and live life on your terms and enjoy the beauty of life, right? You don't have to be a slave to a boss, a slave to one location, one specific little location on this earth, right? So I think that's what we all want in the end, right? In 30, like I'll be 30, right? And that's if I can say to myself, I retired at 32, right? 33, right? I financially free, I don't have to work anymore. I think that's a pretty good age to say, hey man, I was able to really hustle in my 20s. I was able to really invest and really do the right things. Now I can live life on my terms. Now I can, you know, do things with my family, right? I can travel. I can, you know, spend time with my kids, right? I can coach my kids, raise my kids, right? Mentor my kids, right? I can love my wife more. I can spend more time with her and things of this nature, right? So I think crypto is a great way. It's a great entry point, right? Because think about it, right? A lot of us, you know, people are really big on real estate, and I get it, right? Tax breaks, right? You get cash flow every month. But the thing with real estate is you got to have a lot of money up front, right? So crypto is a good way to get that money up front, right? Because let's face it, right? A lot of us don't have super high paying jobs. A lot of you guys are like me, you're in your 20s, right? So you're making, you know, between maybe $50,000 and $80,000 a year, right? You're not, some of you guys might be lucky and might be making more than that, but for the most part, you know, you're not getting excess income every month, right? You might be able to put away 500, you might be able to put away 1,000, but I would say most people my age, most men my age aren't able to put more than at least 1,000 to 2,000 away a month, unless, like I said, you're making a lot, but I would argue that that's probably the minority, right? So with that being said, crypto is a good way to get your money up fast, right? Because it moves fast, it has good returns, and when you get that money, right, you can use it, right, to either propel you in your business, in a business if you haven't started one, Or you can buy property, right? And property gives you cash flow, gives you tax cuts, right? So you don't have to necessarily work, right? Imagine you're just, you're doing your own thing and you're getting paid monthly from your tenants, right? So, like I said, this is something that you guys want to look at and seriously consider. And if you don't believe me, I mean, like I said, you don't have to believe me, but numbers don't lie, right? The prices are soaring right now. The prices are going up. The bull run's here. We've already had 2 prior bull runs. And, like I said, you can be skeptical, but I just don't want you guys to miss out, because a lot of you guys are, some of you guys have been following my channel for a while now, for about the past 5 years, 6 years, ever since I started back in 2018. How you doing? And, like I said, I think you guys want financial freedom. You guys want to just enjoy, this is my first day off in a while, right? I haven't been able to really enjoy myself in a while out here. So definitely consider crypto, definitely learn how to dollar cost average. I'm going to make more videos about it in the future. But yeah, guys, I don't want you to miss out on this bull run, the next bull run, and the bull runs, in the coming decades. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.